And a battle of the bigs tonight, Graham. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league, and right now the trend is about teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Derek White out there with Drew Holiday. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Tatum in at the point. And the Lakers with possession here. Left side, Tatum. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Boston on offense. White finds Holiday. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Pass to Bridges. Here's Russell. Now here's Davis. Defended by Porzingis. Count it.
Making it look easy right there. I love watching AD do his thing from the interior.
Well, Smitty is the ball handler. D'Angelo Russell is a pretty complete player offensively.
Yes, he is, B.A. He's very smart with the ball, and he knows how to create shots for others and himself.
Russell with the ball. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Right at the free throw line, Davis can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
To the inside, Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line from there. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
At 7'3", Porzingis is a problem. Really makes defenses settle for fouling him and hoping he misses.
Just over a minute and a half in. To the paint. Here's Davis. Holiday grabs the miss.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Russell. Bridges outside. Takes the three. Fires it the triple.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And here's Porzingis. Shoots over Davis. And it's Boston scoring again.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Russell deciding where to go with it. To the middle. And Davis slams it home.
That's what you like to see from the big fella, Anthony Davis, with the power finish.
Horford finds Holiday. And he drops it in from the low posts.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Lakers. 6-point game. The Celtics have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. And it's Boston scoring again.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Holiday. Russell a screen on Brown. Pass to Reeves. Back to Green. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Bridges outside. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. To halt the run. And the layup is good.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's good. 2 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Over to the left wing. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Russell from outside. Here's Vanderbilt. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Shot and game clock separated by 5. No problems knocking that one down. White's got 5 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Bridges down low. He's against Horford. Bridges misses. Porzingis passes to Brown. Pulls up at the elbow. The shot won't fall.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, you get... the ball to the right guy in the right spot. More often than not, you're coming away with points.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Boston.
I don't like how Jaylen Brown missed that, but I'm gonna let it slide.
We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Vanderbilt at power forward with Davis in the middle. Edmund Sumner is out there with Jose Alvarado, and it's man in at small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. With Anthony Davis, the question has never been about ability. It's about availability.
You're so right, B.A. He's got all the talent in the world. We've seen him put together dominant stretches of play, but too often it's interrupted by injury.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
For the Lakers to be successful, Coach Darvin Ham said, quote, Anthony Davis is the key. None of this works if he's not available and hitting on all cylinders. We've all seen what can happen when he's healthy and playing at a high level. It's just a matter of managing his body. Brian?
That's a good point. That's true for everybody, too. Thanks, Allie. Hauser, that's good.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. All right, Grant, I'm going to ask you to put on your executive hat now. Tell us what the key is to establishing culture at an NBA organization.
Ooh, BA. Culture, structured accountability. It's about getting the right group of guys, having strong leadership, and of course it only works if the coaches and players fully buy in.
Here for the Lakers. Green comes in for man, and Reeves subbed in for Sumner. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Davis. No luck on that one. Good D by Porzingis. Jackson on the wing. Inside. Pass to Hauser. Launches a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Lakers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. White, he's checked in for Jackson. Here's Reeves. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. And down it goes. 2 points. Davis has got 8 points.
A dominant presence, AD. So smooth in pick and roll situations. Has the agility and the great hands on the catch.
And he gets the bucket.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Outside, Green. Gets his second attempt to
Yo, Derek White blocked that.
They didn't do themselves any favors.
Come on, Derek.
In the first
You're right
quarter,
there.
But they're starting to pick it up now.
From 18 feet away, again, the Celtics.
Derek White is right there for the block, and he doesn't block it.
The Latvian probably was thinking these since he was young.
Here's Alvarado. They get the rebound. Here's Davis, and he makes it.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Lakers. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. And when healthy, Anthony Davis is a force. An athletic big man who is a matchup nightmare.
BA, AD has to find a way to stay healthy. Because when he's out on the floor, there's no doubt he's one of the best in the business.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
The Lakers making a switch here. Russell is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. Vanderbilt finds Russell. The three is up. Rebound Boston. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Up ahead. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Now here's Russell. He's closely guarded. Here's Bridges. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics. Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. Number one, the Celtics.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Cornette's checked in for Vanderbilt. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard from the arc. Pure from three-point range. Pritchard's got 6.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they executed.
Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers.
The 4-15. Now into the lineup for your
58 seconds left in the first half of this game. To the wing, right side. Back to Porzingis. White, the pass to Brown. Now White fires the three, and the Celtics another three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
That's a foul.
In as many quarters, we'll see if he backs off.
That's a reaching foul. Come on, 2K. That has to be a steal.
There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Al Horford's checked in for Hauser.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. The Lakers with another miss.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And that one drops for him. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
For three, Bridges. It's hauled in by White. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And so it's Boston building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back.
Hey,
Hi there and welcome. It's getting hot in here, and the postseason hunt is getting even hotter. Never a better time for a look at the league power rankings.
Take a look at the Lakers. A month left to play. Dog days. A lot of teams on autopilot. They seem to be in that group.
Yeah, destination, the NBA lottery. They need another difference maker. Let's turn our attention to the first half. Some enchanting play from the Unicorn. You like what I did there? I didn't think so. Kristaps Porzingis.
He's been on one, aggressive, but at the same time, under control. And no one has stopped him yet.
What's incredible is his consistency. He's looked focused and out to prove something tonight. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson at the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Jason Tatum. Drew Holiday out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Jaylen Brown.
Come on, Porzingis. You missed that.
That's his first.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Porzingis misses. The Lakers shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Reeves. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Here's Porzingis. It's the close-range jumper. Porzingis has got 21 points in the game.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Back to Russell. Pass to Reeves. And Jaylen Brown gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Timeout called, the Lakers. All right, let's take some time now to see which 2 guards have been posting the best shooting percentages from the field this year. Number 1, Derek White.
The accuracy he displayed as a shooter is just incredible. And he takes a lot of tough shots.
Let's face it, he can score from anywhere and against any type of team. He's a man who knows how to get the ball in the bucket, period.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Offensive rebound. Davis throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Smitty, there's been a lot of talk about the parity in the NBA right now. There are a lot of contenders for the title each year.
NBA is great for the league. The more teams competing for championships, the better it is for the fans.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I don't know why I passed it back. That's my fault. I'm such a dumbass.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm such a dumbass.
Free throw is good from Russell. And both free throws good for Russell.
All right, let me lock in for.
Shooting in the second half.
Pass to White. Now Porzingis. With the fadeaway. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has gotten 4 this quarter.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Back to Russell. Second chance shot on the wing, Reeves.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good for the strike.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Porzingis finds Brown. Stolen by Russell. Pass to Reeves. Jacks up a three. The Lakers with another miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
White, good.
Love the work ethic we see from White on offense, making the effort to create for himself.
Russell pass to Davis.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a fifth, that could be a problem.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
It's about health. When AD is, he's a major force, a nightly double-double threat with incredible length and athleticism.
Boston calls timeout. The Lakers making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Now we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Porzingis passes to Pritchard. And out of bounds.
I passed the ball. I'm clicking X. I passed the ball, 2K.
Taking a look at the Celtics.
Bro, I've been past the ball. I'm clicking X 2 times.
Has shown no signs of giving it up.
You know, for the Celtics, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
They were in mid-season form right off the bat. And like you said, that focus that shows how determined this group is to make this a season to remember.
Out to the wing, pass to Brown. Back to Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
This game is, bro, this game is trash, bro. This game is so trash,
Here are the
bro.
Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. It's Bridges on the wing, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford's checked in. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Chalk up 2 there. Russell's gotten 4 this quarter.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Pass to White, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 1, the Celtics.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Cornette's checked in for Bridges. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser, he's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. First free throw is good. Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson, he's checked in for Boston. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the floor this third quarter. 17-foot shot on the way, and the basket is good.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Reeves. He has 6. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. On target from range. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Here's Jackson. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Horford's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
Here's Reeves. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And hook it for Vanderbilt.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Brown finds Jackson. They swipe it. Unloads. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
He gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
That might be a soul-crushing basket. What a... shot to carry them into the 4th quarter.
And so it's Boston ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision-making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Vanderbilt at power forward with Davis in the middle. Jose Alvarado is out there with Edmund Sumner. And it's man in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5.
With how well Tatum moves, sometimes you forget he's 6'8", but he's got great size, putting it to use down low.
Here's Sumner. And here's Vanderbilt. Alvarado, the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Pritchard. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Well, Smitty, at 6'8" with your ball handling ability, you were known for your versatility in your playing days.
I was, B.A. I was drafted as a point guard, but I'd probably be a power forward in today's NBA. It's positionless basketball nowadays for the NBA. Everybody's skilled and no issues with three.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Bridges is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
His offensive bag goes very deep. AD is so effective on that end.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Back to Pritchard. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. This one's a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Now here's Bridges. And he lobs it up top. It's deflected.
Quick off the floor. White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
The baseline J. Another one falls for Boston. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And the Lakers with some changes. Green's checked in for Vanderbilt. Reeves comes in for Mann. And Russell is subbed in for Alvarado. White the pass to Brown. 4-3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Russell's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him. And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, if it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, BA. Most likely a team will move to the East. Presents a chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league. Might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
And stolen by Porzingis.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
Here's White. And counted from 19 feet away. White's got 22 points.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
The 3 from Russell. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown passes to Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Back to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Terrific initiative from the swing man. Brown is smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Now here's Russell. On the wing, Davis. Over Porzingis. Davis misses. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Russell pass to Davis. Russell against Tatum. Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answers.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating
dumbass.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, man.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
No surprise, another victory for these guys who have been on a tear all year long. They've now won 62 games.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kristaps Porzingis.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And the shot goes in.
Oh, defenses try to get physical with Russell, but he has great body control and composure. Tough to throw him off his game.
Here's Pritchard for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done. Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Pass to Walsh. Stolen by Davis. Now here's Russell. Defense is right there.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed. Yeah. It was an enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of them. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast. And we know, Greg, most of the talk's coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday out there with White. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And there's Porzingis, and it's Tatum in at the point. Now, here's George playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Here's Blackman, guarded by Holiday. Back to Kessler. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
And here's Sexton, following the three-pointer by Derek White. A fadeaway. Blackman's shot is off.
Normally he drains that.
Porzingis gets to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Shoots the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first second team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Blackman. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. White finds Holiday. Fires the three. And the Celtics another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The three from George. Porzingis with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And he's very confident from that range. You can't make him all.
And George kicks to Markkanen. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Kessler. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And you got to like the vision for marketing. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Wasted no time on that one. Holiday's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Blackman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The deep 3 from George. And Boston with the rebound.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their... last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. As we come down the stretch this season, these are the big men having the most success from the floor since the All-Star break. Second is Jason Tatum. Third is Porzingis.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
And this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Jazz trail by 13.
You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
And Poole gets it to go.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Passes it to Hauser. Back to Jackson. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Walker Kessler. Gordon Hayward comes in for Markkanen. And George is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. A nice shot by Brown.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
George looking around. Here he goes. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 11. It's good.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Jason Tatum is out there with Horford. Then there's Brown, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pritchard passes to Horford. And another basket for Boston.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Hardaway. And again, it's Utah.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now the pass to Pritchard. Stolen by George. The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the night.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And Utah making a change here. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Blackman. And he jams it with authority.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, here's Blackman, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Boston leading by 9. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Over George.
Come on, Pritchard.
No good. Jazz have got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And originally undrafted, Royce O'Neal's hard work, Richard, has certainly paid off.
Yeah, he's really smart defensively. You can match him up against any opponent's best scorer. And then on the other end, he can help space the floor.
Here's Pritchard. 11-point game in his last outing. Brown finds White. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists in the game. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Nets. To the middle. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Blackman.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Sexton against White. Now, here's Sexton. Defense is right there. White with the defensive effort. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics leading by 15. And White kicks to Tatum. White, good. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Outside, George. To halt the run. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Here's White. Offline with his three. The Jazz shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Lakers in LA. A nice shot by Brown.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Utah calls timeout. He's checked in for the Jazz. Lowry Marketing comes in for Royce O'Neal. The Celtics also changing it up. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Now, here's George. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Kessler, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Porzingis passes to Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Markkanen. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Blackman.
Oh my gosh, that's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to block.
Their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Oh my god, bro.
That one falls, so he hits both.
I did not mean to block.
They've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11 over Sexton. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. Brown's got 13 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Utah shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Holiday dishes to Brown. It's White on the wing. Back to Porzingis to the inside. Brown. And he banks in the layup. And that's 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
Offensive. Defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, and it has to be a great play on each end.
And so it's Boston in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Utah Jazz.
What stands out to me is how they're getting outworked, especially on the glass. No physicality whatsoever. This is where your fans start to feel let down when you appear like you don't care.
And the truth is they do care. They're just playing like they don't. All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. And let's see, we've got a question here from R Squared the Nomad. It says, Shaq credits MMA training with helping him win titles. So, Kenny, any cross-training you did yet?
Well, you know what? I used to swim the Atlantic Ocean every summer. And I would just swim with the sharks up into a certain spot. Then when I hit Maine, then I would just swim right back down to New York City.
Shaq, could you hit the BS siren, please? And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Sexton is out there with George. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Blackman in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah.
Big man coming through. Love whenever Porzingis puts his head down and just charges hard towards the basket.
Here's George following the bucket by the Celtics. Over Tatum, Porzingis with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here's George. Markkanen with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Markkanen good.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big. On that block, it imposes his will.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown outside. Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 10 points.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
George passes to Black. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Utah calls timeout. Let's go now to the 2K leaderboard for a look at some players that have gotten only better as the season's gone on. The top scoring small forwards since the All-Star break. 4th, Lauri Markkanen.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Now here's Porzingis, and again it's Boston converting.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passes.
Sexton against Brown, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Blackman's shot is off. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at Utah. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And seeing where Utah is, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Get out of here, bro. What was that?
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Over Kessler, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by White. Porzingis has got 8 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now, here's George. G right on him. Pass to Blackman. Over Tatum. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Blackman's got 12 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look. And Richard, I tell you what, Jordan Poole has become one heck of an NBA player.
A star, if you will. Goes to show that you don't have to be a high recruit coming out of high school. He barely snuck in the top 100 list.
So both teams making some changes here. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown the pass to Hauser. Over O'Neal. And the basket by Hauser. And 101 left in the third. A drive by Poole. Porzingis comes with the double team. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Down low. Here's Hendricks. And he shuts it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Poole following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Markkanen pulls it in. O'Neal on the wing. Still yet to score. Back to Porzingis with 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
And a little contact won't go up. Long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And there's Jackson, and it's Hauser in its small forward.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Back to Horford. there's the pass to Porzingis from 11 feet away. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. 11 points for Horford.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Poole's gotten only one of his threes to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Jackson finds Porzingis. Over Hendricks. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's George. He takes it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-handed monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Stolen by George. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Back to Horford. Hauser the pass to Jackson. Porzingis with the ball. Over Hendricks. Porzingis can't hit. Now here's Hardaway. A three-pointer off the mark. Hauser the pass to Jackson. Takes the three. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Poole with no one around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Celtics also making a change. Kate is checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. George, no good.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Over O'Neal. Hands it from short range.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Jackson against Poole. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now Poole, and Frank Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Jacks up a three. And they'll get another chance. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Took him no time at all on that one. Horford's got 4 this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Basket counts.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game.
I got 2 people on him.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Sexton kicks to Markkanen. George against Jackson. Sexton for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Jackson in the corner. This one for 3. And no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. On a real roll right now. How much pride do you take in the win streak?
Let's just keep it going. Just keep playing basketball, keep having fun, keep smiling, and it's fun when you win.
That alternative's not very good, so we want to keep winning. Thanks again, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in as New Balance presents our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
This super cooks ain't seen yet. Another couple million later, I ain't peaked yet. Almost got knocked with that. Had to knock it off. Just trying to go pop it. Pop it. I need a day for Grammy night. This is my sons, I said, the gate to the cause dangling that Johnny thing. Every time a rapper go shopping streets, get another chain. With the soda, peach, or the lemonade. Born up in the 80s, in limousine. Stayed up with a on me. Can't get it on record label. I think I have. On me, I know you. Boy, lean on me. Joe, you change the Joe's.
Doris, looks like the matchup in the middle tonight will be one to watch. Two of the best pivots on the planet.
PA, big men with big-time games. It is easy to know where the action's going to play out.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. We've got Kristaps Porzingis, Jason Tatum out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Derek White, and it's Holiday in at the 4 slot. They get it again. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. From the inbound. Edwards, and pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
Al Horford's checked in for Porzingis. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Yep, that one goes.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west. They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
White against Edwards.
Well, we love Al Horford because he's an effective two-way player. His attention to detail on the defensive end paying off.
Tatum gets the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Brown with the block. Up top, White. On the wing, Tatum. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 11 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Ford. Shot to stop the run. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And Minnesota called time here.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're clinging on to the final playoff spot in the conference, trying to improve their position if possible.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And Jaylen Brown gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Edwards against White. And there's the rejection.
Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Towns. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Well, Doris, when he's off the court, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken advocate for education.
What I love about Jaylen, B.A., is that he's about so much more than basketball. This young man has a passion for learning. It's a very admirable cause he has tried to be outspoken for. You love the superstar-level effort between the lines and outside the lines.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a 16-point game. Tatum against Towns. They still need this. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Big-time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
White for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Bucket off the crossover.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Horford finds Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. And there's Horford on the assist from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Edwards. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Oh, got that one up quick. Holiday's got 5 now.
They've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Here's Ford. He's covered by Holiday. On target from
Come on, Tatum, block that.
To concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Brown passes to Horford. The shot. Another one falls for Boston.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
The Timberwolves shooting just 36% here in the first quarter.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
And Doris Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, BA, and let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
He throw good, Edwards.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected in a...
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Timberwolves shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Heading down the home stretch of this regular season, Doris. A lot of teams fighting for playoff positioning.
BA, I love this part of the season because when we're this deep in it, what happens in the arena is there's a playoff level of intensity. Teams are bringing their A game. Competitiveness is starting to round into postseason form. This is a special time of year.
So the Celtics 5 right now. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Frank Jackson. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3, small forward.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Up top, Edwards. From about 19, and he hits the jump shot. Edwards has got 8 points.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Known as one of the most successful teams in NBA history, the Boston Celtics continue to add to their legacy, Doris.
Yeah, BA, this is a roster that completely understands how special it is to play for this organization. They also are mindful of the weight of expectation that comes with it. Championships are their history. Championships are what is expected.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you. Pritchard, the pass to Horford. Over Edwards. And there's Horford on the assist from Jackson.
Well, you think about the evolution of Al Horford's game. Who would have thought he'd become such a knockdown jump shooter?
Here's Edwards. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
So Al Horford doesn't block that?
Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Some changes for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Horford, and it's White in for Jackson. Boston with the ball. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
To the paint. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, that's a dunk we'll see for a while. Rudy Gobert, a little sauce on that one.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Reed against Tatum. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Hauser grabs the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Porzingis. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And Minnesota calls time here. You know, Doris, looking at the Timberwolves, they've emphasized rim protection.
BA, this is a theme across the NBA. As much as we see the proliferation of three-point shooting, team's first priority is to protect the painted area because those are the easiest shots. You've got to play to your strengths and employ a defensive philosophy.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Beauchamp. And Moore's subbed in for Anthony Edwards. That one's good by Moore.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
19-footer. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
When he needs to get into that mid-range bag, Kristaps Porzingis feels super comfortable.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Outside McDaniels. Here he goes. And a two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Tatum from long range. Minnesota with the rebound.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. 1:06 left in the second quarter. And the basket by Towns.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here's Hauser. Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to McDaniels. Inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
We always know this has been the strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
And Boston calls time here. this year. Alexander Walker's checked in. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. They lead by 14 to the right side. Pass to Walsh. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Celtics.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Minnesota, they've got 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ford. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ford's got his second basket of the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Brown finds Holiday. Lets the three fly. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 17. And the first one at the line is good. He does not get the second one. Holiday passes to White. Over McDaniels. White is good. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, on the catch and shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to
And so it's Boston, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well,
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello there, everybody. Tipping things off, we'll take a glance at some of the other games going on right now around the NBA. A tightly contested game for the Knicks up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Second half of play, still anybody's game.
This game could really go either way, and I don't have a prediction, honey.
Well, that's great. That's what we pay you for. And switching gears now to Jason Tatum. Fellas, he's had a terrific first half.
Jason Tatum has it on automatic, Shaq. Not many players can score as easily as he does. I'm telling you, this guy is special.
And the way he gets his buckets, so silky. It's pretty. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
McDaniels and Towns, and it's the forward slot. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ford in at the point. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Got it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So if you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
And here's Edwards outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Knocks down the long J.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Ford. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Boston on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Ford, pounded by Tatum. Ford, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Porzingis finds White. Into the 3rd. 2 minutes in now. That one drops for him. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
And the Timberwolves. It's call time here.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Bochamp, he's checked in for McDaniels. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for Drew Holiday. Here's Bochamp. Knocks it down from distance. Bochamp's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
So, Brian, this is year 3 with coaches, and Team Brandon is higher, and you asked them, they're in no rush to go back to the suits. The Heat's Eric Spoelstra said, quote, there's so much less to think about. I used to hate those dress shoes. The Pistons' Monty Williams said, quote, none of us can dress. That dry cleaning bill is gone, and you can pack in one bag. Brian?
Hey, that sounds pretty good, Allie. Thank you. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 13 now.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Towns a screen on White. Here's Edwards. The rebound, Celtics.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Edwards for 3. Drains the triple. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Tatum. And he drains the quick shot.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Pass to Bochamp. 1:24 left in the 3rd. Shot from the low post is good. Bochamp's gotten his 2nd bucket. And Porzingis launches it from deep. And the Celtics have another 3.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Bochamp. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. White for 3. And the Celtics have another 3.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Here's Ford. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up to the Boston Celtics. Fires it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Brown for three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Substitution on the court. Celtics foul. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 5 ticks left in the third. And the shot goes down. White's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now. Aggressive hunting his shots.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Al Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Pass to Beauchamp. Here's the 3. Horford pulls it in.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
That one from long range. Brown's got 19 points.
Well, Jaylen Brown has proven himself a legit three-point threat. Now you've got to step out even farther. That's a big-time deep ball.
Boston dictating the flow. Launches it from deep. And the Celtics have another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reed. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. White for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards outside. He buries it from 3.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
Horford outside. Pass to White. Here's Pritchard. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Here's Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. Horford covering. Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Reed with it. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum from downtown. And the Celtics have another 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Edwards. From down in the low post, it goes. Edwards got 20 points.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. Here's Reed. Horford covering. A slam dunk by Reed.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And here's Brown for three. Goes back up. Achua with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Substitution recorded.
On defense, the Celtics. McDaniels, that's good.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Puts up a three. Another shot. From outside the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Edwards can't hit. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
First team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Edwards. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
And he makes a first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Keita, over Gobert, and it's Boston scoring again.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
McDaniels passes to Towns. And Gobert with the stuff.
Over the course of his career, Rudy Gobert has become so much better finishing inside.
There's the three. Hauser can't get it to go.
Yeah, this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Free throw good, Edwards. And so he makes both from the line. And ball. Boston calls time here. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
He's been...
Ustedes son títeres entre comillas. Tienen ya que pa' botellar en la orilla. Y yo por Tortola y la Antilla. Ey, el Bugatti tiene más horas de vuelo que millas. Todos saben que soy yo sin leer la tablilla. La fama mi esposa, la calle es mi. Ten cuidado, no te vayas la rodilla. Ey, de chiquito mami me decía que dejara. Perdóname mamá, pero ando con luz en la L y par de en los hoteles, la disco tirando papeles. Pa' que huele, pa' el que se.